morning, guys. This is my first ever YouTube vlog. I'm going to take you along for quads and glutes day in my program from my own coach, just to show you how I train through this build. I'm currently in a build phase. Not that that changes my training too much. It just means like more volume. You know, I'm able to push more intensity. So yeah, well, this is my first ever YouTube video as well. So bear with me if it's not fucking perfect. I'm not trying to be, but just trying to show up and yeah, give you an insight into my own journey. I'm going to be training with Gemma as well because she's going to help me film. But yeah, so come along and I will also talk through basically like what I'm doing. Oh my god, it's like a bug. Most likely do like a voiceover or something like that. Just going through the movements, what the movement works, my sets and stuff like that, and put like the full workout on the screen and also in the caption and stuff like that. So yeah, come along with me. Not sure where to fucking look. Or do I look in the viewfinder or do I look in the camera? But I'm assuming I'm gonna look in the camera. But I've wanted to start YouTube for a while. It's something I've always thought about, and I'm like, you know what, let's just fucking do it. Because I'm not getting any younger and I want to like let you guys get to know me on a deeper level, take you through a lot more of my build journey in depth, because there's only like so much I can put on Instagram, TikTok, and it kind of gets lost as I post more, so you can always like come back to my videos and have a bit of a reference point. And I fucking love YouTube videos. Like when I first started into fitness, I loved YouTube so much. There's so many creators I still look up to, and I was like, you know what, this feels so uncomfortable and unnatural. But we're just gonna fucking do it. So yeah, it's just stepping out of my comfort zone with this. But yeah, the main point is just like I want you guys to get to know me on a deeper level, because there's only, like I said, so much I can put on TikTok and Instagram. So yeah, I will be doing like more vlogs, like what I eat in a day, more training sessions. I've got the next 3 videos I have all like listed a few. I'm going to Sydney in July to see Jordan, so I'll vlog that. I've got my photo shoot with my coach, and then also I will probably do a session with him and he will like help me film it, and like we'll do a Q&A with him, and just like stuff that I'm doing, like my own training sessions, what I eat in a days. I'll sit down and do like talking videos on my own journey and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, pre-workout meal going down, but we're going out for dinner tonight, so I'm just like making it like a little bit smaller. Sourdough, peanut butter, and fucking banana. Yeah. I really hurt my back. Just a fucking twinge again. I'm gonna be so mad if my back twinges again this session. Like, I've got Bulgarians, and I'm like, I have to go.
We're not doing Bulgarians, are we? Fucking.
Yeah, it's my room. She's fucking doing Bulgarians. It's only 2 sets though, 2 sets. It's a little bit dark, guys, but anyway, pre-workout meal. Sourdough, peanut butter, cinnamon, and some salts. It's so dark. I was gonna have banana on here, but I'm saving my carbs because we're going to dinner tonight for the $14 cheeseburger at Paloma.
Slay.
So I'm gonna save some calories for that. So yes, yummy. Cheers.
You are?
I'm gonna add like this into the vlog as well. Gym time. Recording on iPhone though because it saved my battery for the actual workout, but quads and glutes, baby! You!
I'm actually scared for these Bulgarians.
Alright, girlies, let's go through my quad and glute day. So first up, we have the hip thrust. I love using this machine, the Gym 80 machine at EMF. I just find it so much better than the barbell. You know, I've done my time doing barbell, so this is an absolute game changer using the machine. It's just a lot more stable and more fixed, so you can get a lot more out of it. So the way I like to do these, I really like to focus on my form and control here, so tempo work. So a couple seconds on the way down, around 3 to 2 seconds, and then a nice big squeeze at the top. A lot of women go wrong with this movement because they're not actually locking out at the top. So that is why you're not feeling your glutes. You're potentially going too heavy that you can't lock out at the top, which is the most important part of the movement because we get the most tension there. So I like to push very close to failure here.
Next up, we have the horizontal leg press. So this is a bit different for me because I'm used to using the other leg press, but I got really sick of it. So my coach changed it out for the horizontal one. So this can be quite challenging to initially get into, like pushing yourself up for that first rep. It's like really hard. These absolutely sent me. Thank God I had Gemma here pushing me. You should have heard her carrying on in the background trying to push me super hard. Unfortunately, I had to mute it because the background gym music is just not it for YouTube. So, but for these, I put a mat behind me to just give myself more range of motion. And these, I like to really pull myself in with my hands into that seat. I think it's really important to keep that tension really tight in your upper body when you're training your lower body. And I really like to push through my big toe and my heel and really just take my time on the way down and just make sure everything's nice and tight, pushing through that platform as much as possible and making sure I'm bracing, because that is super, super important. And as you can see, I push very close to failure here. I was dying. All right, for our third movement, we've got dumbbell Bulgarian split squats. So I was meant to do the Smith machine, but we've actually just swapped these out for dumbbell again because I actually prefer these. I get way more engagement in my glutes and also my quads. So these are back in the program. So for these, I've got 2 sets here. We're doing 8 to 10 reps and pushing very close to failure as always. With these, the key is control. So I try to go 2 to 3 seconds on the way down, a tiny bit of a pause on the bottom, like trying to not just bounce at the bottom, and then really pushing through my front foot, my big toe and my heel to drive up and drive through that glute as well. The biggest thing as well is to not use that stabilizing hand to pull yourself up. So it's just there to keep yourself stable. Alright girlies, next up we have the seated leg extension. As you know, these are amazing for growing the quads. So for these, again, it's all about control and tempo. So I really like to go a little bit slower on the way down and get a nice big squeeze at the top. So here we've got 3 sets and we've got 8 to 12 reps. I do like to try and sit at the lower end of the rep range. In this set though, I ended up actually getting 15 reps. I was feeling really strong this day, so this was super easy. So I am going quite quick here, but you do want to go a lot slower than what I am here and really pulling yourself into that seat and keeping your upper body nice as tense as possible. We are finally up to the last 2 movements of this workout. So this is a superset. So we got seated abduction here, and then I'm going to be supersetting with the seated adduction. So you'll see that soon. So this is a seated abduction. So we're working that outer bit of the glute, the side glutes. So we've got 3 sets here and we're doing 8 to 15 reps. I do again like to go on the lower end of the rep range if possible. I like to lean forward with these as I find it's a little bit more comfortable and I do feel stronger. For these, I really like to push my arms into the machine and really hold in and really lock out my arms. Again, keeping the upper body nice and tense and making sure I'm bracing and breathing in right before I push out to maintain that strength. And like I said before, we are supersetting that with the seated adduction. So we're training the adductors here, which is super important for just overall leg development. A lot of women are not training their adductors enough. So for this, we've got 3 sets as well, and then we've got 6 to 12 reps. So again, sitting at that lower end of the rep range, just really challenging myself here, nice and slow on the way out. Oh my god, it's so bright.
Is it? Wow.
Alright
Why
guys,
is it so bright?
I don't know. Oh well. Guys, you gotta bear with me with this whole like lighting stitch. I keep looking in the viewfinder. I'm gonna look in here. You gotta bear with me. I was gonna say bear with us. This is our fucking YouTube channel. Bear with me when I work out the lighting, but we just finished
we did my program, Quads and Glutes Day, and I'm very proud.
good.
We fucking smashed it, eh?
We locked in. We always lock in.
We lock in with work. We lock in with the gym. Like, yeah, she fucking pushed me. I'm so, like, I mean, I know how to push myself, but it's nice having somewhere. So I cannot fucking speak. Someone to just, like, help me push that little bit more. It's like that 1% that really does help. I mean, obviously I train with Zach sometimes, but yeah. Having Gemma really helped, and she hasn't pushed herself like that in a hot minute as well.
I know, it's literally been so long since I've like felt like that burn, and like it's just good to get back into it.
Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna go home refuel. I am, and she's gonna go to a studio, meet up with a few people, and I am going to lock in with a bit of laptop work and probably start editing this YouTube video. But yeah, see. Okay, we are back from the gym. Well, I'm back from the gym. Gemma has left. So I'm going to make literally just 4 eggs, some mushrooms, some, I didn't even show you guys, and some sauerkraut, and have like a banana. So I don't know if you guys have been following me on Instagram and stuff like that for a while. I kind of like eat a little bit more animal based. I was more into it before, but now I eat mainly whole food based. I would say my balance is more like 90% and then 10% of just like the other stuff. I just try and save it for like when I'm going out for dinner or going out for treats and stuff like that. Oh my god, I keep looking in the fucking viewfinder. I'm so sorry guys. I swear I got used to this. As I was saying, I save that 10% for like just going out for dinners and stuff like that. So when I'm home, I eat pretty fucking clean. And then my sweet treats and stuff like that are like yogurt bowls. I just feel better like that. Like I know a lot of people think that's restrictive, but for me, it's not restrictive because it genuinely makes me feel fucking amazing, and I don't feel restricted when I eat like that because I know it's serving me, and I've spent a long time being too flexible with my diet that I know how much it makes me feel like fucking shit when I'm not locked in. So, I mean, with my clients and stuff like that, I always preach whole foods. Obviously, everyone's on their own fucking journey too, but like, I think you're sabotaging yourself if you are not eating a predominantly whole foods diet. Because you're just gonna fucking feel like shit, okay? And in the gym, you're not gonna have as much energy, your gains are gonna be shit, like, face is gonna be puffy, you're gonna hold on to so much water, and it's gonna feel like you're not making any progress, and that's not what we fucking want. So, that's not what we want. So, yeah, that is what I'm gonna make, because I'm also trying to save a few calories for going out for dinner tonight. We're going to Paloma, I think I already said that. So, that's like a burger and chips, so honestly, I'll probably just save like 800 to 1,000 calories. I just quick add in my Fitness Pal when I'm saving bulk calories instead of just tracking it all separately, because I know I'm gonna hit my protein. I don't need to like be super strict with it. So that's what I do just to save it. Because in my build, like yes, I could go over, but I honestly just like don't want to spill over too much and then make my next fat loss phase even harder and put on too much weight intentionally, because that also doesn't make me feel good. Like I want to do it strategic, properly, still just put on as much fat as like I need to, like a little bit, but not put on too much to the point where it's just like I lose my shape, and that's not what we want. I want to like just be in a slight calorie surplus, feel myself enough, still look relatively lean, and I do have like a lot of muscle mass on me still, so I feel like I can get away with being a little bit, I guess, heavier, fluffier, carry like a tiny bit more body fat and still look somewhat like, I guess, sculpted and toned. So yeah, but anyway, I'm going to make food. That cut me off because I lost space on my memory card. I'm still trying to figure out the whole equipment, back end stuff to the camera, so bear with me. I don't have the pan on, so I need to cut up my fucking mushrooms. But yeah, I love breakfast. It's probably one of my most favorite meals. Got this bowl here of the eggs, sauerkraut, and tomato sauce, salt, pepper, all that amazing stuff, and a banana. So that's gonna be for my carbs to refuel. I keep looking in the viewfinder. I need to look in the fucking camera. But yeah, this is my meal. It's so random. A lot of my meals are pretty random. I just like to combine like whole foods together and call it a fucking meal. To be honest, I'm the most laziest fucking person in the kitchen. If it requires any more than like 6 ingredients and the cook time's like over 20 minutes, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. So anyway, I'm gonna eat this, and this is pretty much gonna fuel me for for a couple hours. I'm just gonna do some work and then have another meal later and then go out for dinner. So, but that pretty much concludes, I guess, my vlog of the workout. Obviously, I'll be running through the whole entire workout, giving tips in that voiceover, like you guys would have already watched by the time you see this bit. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, anything like that, want to inquire about coaching, all that amazing stuff, or follow me on my other socials, then they'll be down in the bio below.